And today, I'm actually going to do a live stream, just live gameplay of Mycareer. I haven't done it in a while, but I've been having a little bit of fun with this build, and I thought I'd stream it. It's not going to be great right off the bat. This build still needs quite a bit of work. As you can see, I only have a couple of badges. He gets 4 Hall of Fame finishing. He gets 4 Hall of Fame shooting with silver quick draw. Like 15 playmaking, and I think only like 6 defense or whatever, but his badge separation's real nice. The 4 Hall of Fame finishing is the exact badges you need. 4 Hall of Fame shooting is exactly what you need. And 15 playmaking gives you 5 gold playmaking, which is exactly what you need. So it's offensively like set up perfectly. And then he gets an 80 driving dunk, an 80 3-pointer, and 86 ball control. So he can dunk at the rim. He can, and with just about any of the main dunk packages, everything from Kobe to Harden to all that shit. He can shoot the 3, he gets Hall of Fame shooting badges with an 80 overall 3, which is, if you're not going to go pure sharp, like that's about as good as you're going to do. And like I said, the 86 ball control allows him to speed boost. So he's a threat from outside, he's a threat inside, and he can speed boost, he can get wherever he needs. He's kind of slow right now, but like I said, I've been working with him, and even with no badges, I'm still having like 30, 40-point games pretty easily. And so I have a feeling like once this guy gets some badges, even just silver, he's going to be a juggernaut, like insanely strong. The only issue I have is defense, but y'all know how defense is. I just noticed that with this build, they do tend to score right through me. Even if I'm playing good defense, they'll just go right through me a lot of the times. I guess you just kind of got to learn to live with it. If you're going to be an offensive build, you can't play defense. Like, that's the way they made the game, because that's the way it is in the NBA, right? Like, Jordan couldn't play defense at all. Kobe couldn't play defense at all. None of these LeBron can't play defense at all. Like, what are you talking about? But apparently that's the way it is, I guess. So that's what we live with. So, but I just wanted to put a quick explanation for the build. Yeah, this is just the beginning of it. I'm just getting started with it. But I am kind of having a little bit of fun with it. Still a few curses here and there when they score right through me and stuff like that, like I said. But and mistakes will be made. But overall, I'm having fun with this build, and I'm going to play, so I thought I'd stream it anyways. So, since I'm playing anyways. So, I'm going to shut up now, and I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay.
EuroLeague MVP led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished.
Of course I get
despite that,
right
slipped a little bit in the draft.
All right.
Now for Cleveland, Zizic has checked in for Thompson. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Colin Sexton. Down low, here's Curry. And he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got his first 2 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Perimeter
I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Wide open look here for Murray. Nailed from three-point line.
It's still the beginning of his career,
Murray's got
so
8
he's
points.
still having that problem.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Great job of screening there.
Because if they can
nice
get the ball
job
right
to
under
take
the
it
rim,
to the rim
there's nothing I can do.
and get the finish.
I have 0 defense.
Kicks to Powell. Outside
Like, I think
Curry
I get a 30 interior defense or something.
to the right side. Here's Cowboy. Again, the Mavericks score.
I must not. Oh, I don't
So
have quick
far,
draw.
he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Like, usually those are wide open.
Garland, the pass to Zizic.
Goes the bully ball. See, he's going to go stand.
Clarkson with the ball.
Do that constantly throughout the game.
Pass to Garland. Back to Clarkson. From deep.
Get it.
Rebound by Murray. Murray's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
I mean, sometimes
nice,
you will,
strong finish there, nearly a three-point opportunity.
The Mavericks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And he knocks down the first one. I know officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls.
Oh my
correct?
gosh, I just got that.
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good example. And Murray's got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. The shot is good from Cowboy.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Clarkson. 2 minutes left. 1:56 left to play in the third. 5 to shoot. Zizic passes to Dellavedova. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's one thing you got to realize. If you make a build this small, like the NPCs try to take advantage of any weakness you have. That's why, like you notice throughout this gameplay, like they will come at me the entire game, constantly trying to score on me because I'm the weakest link on defense. And so, like, you got to be smart with how you play. Like, try to force them to give the ball to somebody else.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Defensively, 86% foul shooter for his college career. Dellavedova hasn't been quite that consistent at the pro level.
It's Jackson with the drive.
God damn it, pass it in the move.
Murray outside.
Passing timing is horrible.
Some nice passing here by Dallas.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Cleveland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4.
He's already doing shit like that, and he's going to have Hall of Fame contact finisher.
Now Dellavedova.
He's going to be nasty. With Hall of Fame shooting.
Zizic passes to Dellavedova over Jackson. And it's Dellavedova missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
To the middle, here's Cowboy, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
That way you can dribble a little bit better.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter.
Takeover, they tend to shoot better. Like, even when you're not in takeover, they just
Curry against Clarkson. And the layup's good off the glass. Clarkson's got 15.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
Powell dishes to Murray. To the inside. Cowboy. No good on the shot. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
A lot of this is just they're not passing the ball.
Dellavedova scanning the floor.
Like already in there, it's right on top of me. Like with
McKinney kicks to Dellavedova.
Like them not passing the ball.
Passes it to McKinney.
Now they're going to try to bully ball. See, he's already setting it up.
Nance, right side. Can't connect. And so it's Dallas with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any
Once I get pick dodger, then I'll be able to, like,
got more in store for you right after this.
And they won't be able to set that up. Because that's what they keep doing. They keep trying to screen me out to put a big man on me. And then they want a bully ball. And I ain't having it.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now now and then. This helps with the offensive uptick right there.
And yes,
Great
I went
job
to
of
Dallas,
setting his teammate
not
up.
because it's the best team for a point guard or whatever, which is actually a pretty
And there have
good
been
team
two
for a
very
point
different
guard, but
performances
I went
from
to
these
Dallas
teams
because,
today as we get going in quarter number 4. Matthew
I just
Dellavedova
don't really
is out
like
there with
San
Brandon
Antonio
Knight.
that much.
Then it's Porter. And it's McKinney in at the 4. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Plus, I thought Porzingis was going to be amazing to play with, but really,
Dellavedova, the pass tonight.
like I said, he needs to stack up. Come on,
To
man.
Dellavedova. Shot from the wing. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
This is where Delly becomes more versatile when he starts to hit some jumpers inside the three-point line.
Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. And then on Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but
gotta turn
the
up
question
my-
you had for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams.
What the
Shooting for Dallas. And that one misses.
Okay, well, that's weird. Mid-range specialist. What the fuck, man? I should just stop looking at that shit. Because every time I look at that and I see NPCs who are like way lower overall than me with higher stats, it's like, what the hell? What happened? Like, how is that even possible? It doesn't make any sense.
And the second free throw, good.
Oh my God, I just got that.
And so here's Cleveland. And here is Knight. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And they for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.
I swear they limited the badge game. Turn that shit down. It was up. They had turned it way up, and it was really good. Decent for a while. Where he played like 2-3 games and got a couple badges every couple of games. It was alright. And they nerfed it again. And now it's all like, and whatever your main is, so like if you're a pure sharp, your shooting badges will come decently fast, but everything else is slowed way down. Because it's not your primary, whatever.
Hey, man, Kenny.
Che, you got a second?
Yeah, what's up?
You did a lot of
I mean, I don't know if I did anything special. I just kept the ball
I
moving.
hate the fact that I have
Found
to do
the opening.
6 interviews after every game, 2K. Come on now. We don't need to do all that. What did we get? What did we get? What did we get? Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, this is our first one, so of course, no question. Quick first step. That's like that badge comes in so handy. So I've got range extender. I need quick draw, but I really need Deadeye more. So Deadeye. Now I'm about to get. See the reason I did the. I'll show you. I did these numbers for a very specific reason. So I guess I should show this build, like since I'm doing a video with it. So this is the build. As you can see, he's really strong inside. He actually gets like the crazy layup animations because he gets like an 88 driving layup or something like that. It's crazy. Or an 85, somewhere in there, 86, 87, something like that. As you can see, he gets like really strong shooting. So you have incredibly strong interior, not incredibly strong, but strong interior, strong shooting. But you also get Hall of Fame badges on top of all this. And that's amazing. And then you get playmaking is just above average. But here's the thing, what I realized is anything above 86, because you need at least 86 to speed boost, and I didn't even realize how big of a difference there was until I started making players with 86 overall ball control, and I was just like, holy shit, there's a whole nother level here. So but I realized if you don't have at least a 90, like a 91, 92 ball control, there's no difference between having an 86 and like a 90 something until you get up into like 94, 95, and then like you can tell you can dribble a little faster, really, is what it is, but it lets you get past your man a little quicker. But an 86 is perfect because it gives you the speed boost, but you're not wasting stats. And so he's got speed boosting, and then defensively, like I said, you have no interior defense because of making him 6'1". So like it just drops to pretty much nothing because he was 6'1", and then you can't rebound. But the highest rebound he could get was like a 60, and I would have lost a shitload of badges. And there's only 2 defensive badges you need if you're not an inside player. And so, I'll show you guys. This is simple. Hall of Fame Acrobat, Hall of Fame Contact Finisher, Hall of Fame Giant Slayer, Hall of Fame Slithery Finisher. That is all you need to finish inside literally every time you want to. All this like fancy footwork and relentless finisher, who the fuck is using that? I heard a guy on a stream the other night. I'm not gonna name names, but he was literally like, he said that relentless finisher was like one of his top like badges. Like that was like his number 1 badge. You always get relentless finisher. I'm like, why? Do you really have problems finishing at the rim when you're fatigued compared to when you're not? Because I don't notice any difference whatsoever. That badge is useless. I don't know why people are using that. It doesn't do anything. But yeah, the only 4 you need is Slithery Finisher, which there's reasons behind this. All these other badges are just stupid like little bonuses if you're already finishing and stuff. These are the 4 badges that let you finish every time you go to the rim. Slithery Finisher actually opens up animations. It gives you different layup animations to where you'll go up and unders and shit like that. Hall of Fame Slithery Finisher, you're going to do all the Allen Iverson type layups. Giant Slayer allows you to do those layups, but once you have Hall of Fame Giant Slayer, a big can literally jump up to block you, and if you are in one of those layup animations, he will not be able to block you, even if the ball would literally just go right through his hand. Hall of Fame Giant Slayer lets you complete those layups. Contact Finisher, Hall of Fame, we all fucking know why. It's the best finishing badge in the game, without a doubt. People don't even realize, they're like, well, why do you have a little guy, like you're not going to dunk on it, all the bigs or anything, why do you want contact finisher? Read the description, dumbass. Improves the ability to convert contact layups and dunks in traffic. That's huge. That's huge. Even if you're a little guy, a little bitty guy with no contact finishing, like no contact dunks, you still want that. Like, Hall of Fame, no question. And then Hall of Fame Acrobat, because that just ties in with Slithery Finisher and Giant Slayer. So at this point, if you go to the rim, even if you have a little contact with Hall of Fame contact, you're going to destroy, right? And this year, it's much less about your numbers and much more about your animations. So like, once you have 80 driving dunk, you open up those animations for Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, all those guys. Those animations can't be stopped. They really can't. Like there's don't use Jordan Killigan's or whatever. His dunks are awesome looking, but they get blocked constantly. But they're the only dunks I've ever seen get blocked. All the other ones, as long as you have those animations, you're going right through. Otherwise, your guy just won't try to dunk. And then your step up is the 85, and then that's where you get your contact dunks. And contact dunks are just like a few extra animations. It doesn't improve the dunks you're already doing. It just gives you different animations. I think there's like 4 or 5 other animations you get to do, so like it's other ways of getting contact dunks. So it's not actually necessary. It just makes it stronger. And so Hall of Fame Contact, Hall of Fame Acrobat, Hall of Fame Giant Slayer, and Hall of Fame Slithery, you're good to go. You have exactly the number of badges you need, not over, not under. And so yeah, that's why I did that. This is pretty simple too. Hall of Fame Catch and Shoot, Hall of Fame Deadeye, Hall of Fame Range Extender, and Hall of Fame Difficult Shots with Silver Quick Draw. You're completely covered in everything you're going to be doing from this position. You're not a pure sharp. You're not going to be just busting in people's face all day. You could have Hall of Fame badges all day in every single badge you have there. If you only have an 80 three-pointer, you're not busting in everybody's face constantly. You can still do it, but it's just not going to be every single shot like that. You got to be a little bit smarter with a player like this because the whole thing is you're able to do it all. And so like they're going to try and guard you on the outside, but you can speed boost. So you can get right by them, and when you do, you don't have that 70 overall layup that most sharps have. You have an 80 driving dunk. You can fucking take it to the rim. And so it gives you the ability to go in between, but you got to be smart with how you do it. But yeah, that's the shooting badges. I'm not going to go through a long explanation on the shooting badges. I've heard so many people with different ideas on needing Green Machine and Hot Zone Hunter and all. Dude, if you're just starting out, especially, you don't have your hot zones yet. Like, I've seen people, like, use Hot Zone Hunter as one of their first badges. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? No. Deadeye, Range Extender, Catch and Shoot, Difficult Shots, and then make sure your quick draws up if you need it. That's it. That's all you need. Because, really, in this game, the only time you're really going to hit shots with real consistency is when you're wide open. Or off the quick catch and shoot, and when you're open and your guy's just barely closing out. Those are the only two times you're really going to hit with consistency. Every now and then you'll hit a step back three or whatever. But in Mycareer, D is so strong that consistently shooting, you have to be open. And so what do you need? You need to be able to stop them from closing out, Hall of Fame. You want to be able to hit from anywhere, Hall of Fame Range Extender. Difficult shots in case you do try to take one off the dribble. That badge is huge. A lot of people have downplayed that badge this year. That's because they don't know how to use it. That badge is for like step back shots and leaners and fades and stuff like that. Like I see a lot of big men with only having Hall of Fame deep fades. No. Get difficult shots also, because that is part of fades. It's difficult shots. That's what it's for. And then, of course, Hall of Fame catch and shoot. We all know why. Those four badges together on Hall of Fame, you're going to hit every single open shot as much as the game will let you. Playmaking, it's 15 for an exact reason. Here's the deal. You can go pure dribbling, and by that you would go quick first step, space creator, stop and go, and tight handles. With ankle breaker, what I will probably do, because I really don't think ankle breaker does that much this year, like every now and then it gets them to stutter step, but they recover so fast that it's like, even on my pure playmaker with like 95 ball control, I'll get them to stutter step all I want. Like every time I do a step back cross or something like that, they'll fall a little bit, but their recovery is so quick. Even on him with 95 speed, 95 acceleration, and 95 ball handling, they're right back on me. And so really all you need to do is to be able to break your man a little bit with Space Creator to get your shot off, which you shouldn't even really be doing that much in this game. This game's not built for that. What you're really going to be doing is just trying to get past your man. For that, you really don't need ankle breaker, because like I said, even if they fall, they're going to get right back on you. Like there's not enough time in that little gap where they fall to really take off past them. So like if you get an ankle breaker, you have to know you just got it, and you got to take your shot real quick. That's about the only way to really use that. And even then, they still jump up and contest. So ankle breaker is not really useful. So maybe I would go dimer. Maybe even take like stop and go down to silver, and then go silver dimer and silver needle threader with gold quick first step, gold space creator, and gold tight handles. I highly recommend those three: quick first step, space creator, and tight handles. Quick first step and space creator, I'm sure every single build video you guys have seen, they've said those were the two main dribbling badges. And they are. They absolutely are. They're amazing. Quick first step. When you get that to gold, you can go buy your man pretty much every time you want. Space Creator is about the same thing. You get it to gold, and every time you take a step back, you get like twice as much room. Your guy will like take half a second before he jumps on you. He doesn't recover as quickly. And it gives you a lot of open shots on like just a step back. Now you got to remember, the game's not really made to do step backs. So you're still going to shoot at a low clip, but, you know, you can do it. So that's why I suggest those badges, but 15 was like the perfect number, and it's actually the max number of playmaking badges you can get for this build. So you can't go any higher on that, but that's why I got them. My main build setup will probably be gold dimer, gold quick first step, gold space creator, gold stop and go, and gold tight handles. You're going to be amazing ball control, amazing dribbling, going past your man every time you want. You have that crazy Hall of Fame inside game, not to mention Hall of Fame shooting, and all. Dude, come on now. You're a wrecking ball. Like, he is an offensive juggernaut. He can do it all. And then defense, man. Honestly, I did 6. Usually I would want 9 because I'd want everything on gold for sure, but I'm just going to have to go 6. I mean, if this build went to a 99, then you got 16, you would be perfectly fine. But for me, clamps, of course, gold, and intimidator on gold. If I feel like his stats are up to par, which I haven't leveled this guy up enough to know just how weak he's going to be or how strong he might get, I might go silver clamp, silver intimidator, and silver pick dodger, or silver pickpocket. But pickpocket steals are iffy, man. Like, I can get steals with a 30 overall steal about the same clip that I can with a 95 steal. I don't know. It kind of feels broken. So I don't know. But defense is really up to you. Find your weakness and fix it through your badges. That's about how defense works in this game. It's like I said, unless you're a lock, it's kind of stupid. Like, defense is horrible. So. But yeah, that's why the build's set up the way it is. Yeah, I don't think I need to explain any more of that. And then I think I already showed the stats, of course. Yeah. And you can see I haven't leveled a lot of it out yet. Like, that's why I'm missing a lot of those layups. Is that shot close? Once you hit that to 80, you can feel the difference, like, in your shot or in those layups. Like, you'll make a lot more of those contested layups. And then once you get it up to like 85, 90, then you like start being able to do the crazy shit. So I didn't do this build just like, oh, let me try to get 80s across the board or any shit like that. I actually did this because I realized like what numbers you need to be able to do certain things. Like, the only things I really wish this guy had would make this build like the GOAT would be a 60 standing dunk, and that way I could get LeBron James animations. At 95 overall, or 99 or whatever, he'll have an 85 driving dunk. So he will have those contact dunks, which is going to be sick. And then I would want a higher interior defense and a higher block, of course. It sucks that those go down so much. I mean, I had to set that at like 60. To get the badges, but as soon as I dropped him down to 6'1", it went to a 35. Like, that's insane. And I actually screwed up. You could actually play with this and probably get more badges out of this, because whether you put that at a 50 or a 60, once you make them shorter, it's going to drop down to like a 30 something. And so you got to play with it and figure out how many badge points you can actually take off there and put on rebounding or block. And you actually get more badge points for rebounding and stuff like that than you do for interior, because you're a guard. It's the same thing with bigs. You get more badge points for perimeter or for interior defense and rebounding than you do for perimeter defense. So it's like it's just reversed or whatever. But that's the build, guys. That's why I did it. That's way too much of an explanation. And now I'm gonna grind for a little while, just play some games. Well, I wonder if I have... I got a double XP game. That'll work. Against the Raptors, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck balls. See, as y'all can see, I'm not running any boost or anything like that. I don't do any of that shit. Like, I'm not gonna pay you money on top of money I've already paid you to try to be able to play the game. Like, come the fuck on. Yeah. Nah, I'm not fucking with practice.
And I started playing basketball.
I'd like right at a level up, so I don't want to
third,
waste that
fourth
double
grade,
XP game.
all the way up
On the
into
level up, I want to get the level up, then do the double XP game, and that way my very next game after that will level me up again.
it
Keeps
taught me
you kind of
to
motivation to keep you playing by
go
knowing when
harder.
you're going to level up.
Go past the limit.
And I'm going to get some coffee, and I'll be right back. Let you guys watch the intro.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Rockets, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for the Mavericks, they are rolling, showing a lot of belief in themselves. The fan base is energized. We'll see if they can keep this up.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for Dallas, on the wing, Doncic and Jackson. Inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. And it's Wright in at the point guard position. Well, Clark, no doubt you've been through this many times. The regular season is a grind. I think you said that before. Do the veteran players need to teach the young guys how to handle that schedule?
I clearly think, Kevin, that the veterans can be helpful, but there's nothing like firsthand experience, and you really have to experience the length and the grueling nature of the season to understand how.
All right, guys.
The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Jackson. Cowboys checked in for Doncic. And Barea subbed in for DeLon Wright. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Kem Birch comes in for Aaron Gordon. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Evan Fournier. Barea against Augustine. And here's Fultz. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. On the clock. Bamba against Porzingis. Count it. And the Magic lead by 8.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Here's Cowboy coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. With a step back, that one goes. Count it.
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
See, that's the thing. You get a lot more.
And Augustine kicks to Aminu. Here's the floater. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when Porzingis combines quickness with his reach, getting off the floor like that, he can block just about any shot.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Passes to Birch. Here's Bamba. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
Murray's checked in for Marjanovic. And the free throw, no good.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9" and a half, and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Hardaway against Augustine. He kicks it to Bamba. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Mavericks with the rebound. You look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
And, the Magic last year, they hired Steve Clifford as head coach. He's known for his defensive systems. And
They're in a car. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Oh. Doing road work. I knew I was hearing something.
they allow the 5th fewest points in the league, and they're 6th in block shots. So defense clearly much improved for them.
Porzingis with the block. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Now Aminu really struggled in the loss against Oklahoma City. Another miss by Orlando. The Magic also had the personnel to have a great defense.
You really have to have athleticism and length to be a really good defensive team, and then the willingness to play at that end of the floor. Clifford inherited a roster with that kind of makeup.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Magic.
They've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Here's Augustine. Almost, but it rolls out.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. To me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Augustine looking around. Both loose. Hardaway with the steal. And here comes the break. Tries it from the top of the key. And Bamba pulls it down. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. 3-point lead. And it's blocked. Pass to Cowboy. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Little 5-foot motherfucker.
Hey, Barea's not a big guy, about 5'5" at best, and because of that, you got to be tough, and he's a tough-nosed player.
The Mavericks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
J.J. Barea has speed to burn. He's shifty, he's quick, and because of that, he's extremely valuable as a decision maker and scorer. Great competitor.
A lot of turnover for the Mavericks this season, but they bring back restricted free agents Maxi Kleber, Dwight Powell, and Dorian Finney-Smith.
And, those 3 players have made steady improvement, and that's a credit to how the Mavericks develop young players. But they also bring length and athleticism to that rotation.
That one goes in.
High release for Porzingis on his jump shots. Almost impossible to defend that.
From deep 3-point range, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Right back after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so, in the game for the Magic, they've got Al-Farouq Aminu, Markelle Fultz out there with DJ Augustine. Then it's Bamba, and it's Birch in at the center position. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the Magic broke a 6-season playoff drought. Nick Vucevic was the franchise's first All-Star.
By the way, if you're wondering about the jump shot, it is straight up Kevin Love. That's all it is. It's probably one of the best jump shots in the game.
It's been a long rebuild from the Dwight Howard era. We'll see where the team goes from here, but Kevin, they're happy to just be playing games that matter night in and night out.
All right, thank you very much, David. And the shot goes in. Augustine's got 5.
Really like the quick decision-making of Fultz there, Kevin. Excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Here's Murray. It's not going to go for him. So Orlando will take it the other way. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
And, you know, when you only see a team twice a year, Greg, it's hard to really get a good understanding of who they are, or a good feel for them.
That's those layups I was talking about.
That can lead to a series split.
Not everybody.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Cowboy is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in.
I only have like a
also
70-something
changing it up.
steals.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Kem Birch. And Fournier's
I
subbed
think
in
it goes
for
up.
Markelle
Goes
Fultz.
up to like an 80. I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, trying to bully ball again.
Now, here's Bamba.
The best way to defend that.
Augustine with it. It's over Brunson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
You know, Augustine, when he's attacking, playing downhill, trying to score, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense and puts him in a tough spot guarding him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. A free throw drop.
See, what the fuck? He's an 81 overall. I'm an 86. And he's higher than me in everything. Like, what the fuck, man? That's what doesn't make sense about this game, is I'm a higher overall than him. The exact same build. Yet, look at the stats. Look at the numbers. Like, what the fuck, man? Ah, that's so aggravating. It's so aggravating. It's like you feel like you wasted your
Now, here's Fultz. He's tightly guarded. Now the pass to Birch. Now, here's Fournier. Five on the clock. And so the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it.
And a chance to check out stats for Barea. Some last season stats for him.
I'm good at
Averaged
defense.
about
This
11
player
points
is
a
not.
game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And there isn't much
I'm on my
to
lock.
write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contribution.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
Offensive rebound. Tries again. Yes, that goes in. 14 points for Porzingis.
Boy, Porzingis is a very impressive all-around scorer, and every year it seems as though he's taking on more of the offensive load.
Now, here's Fultz, guarded by Barea. Porzingis with the block. And here we go. Fast break. Barea's got it. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Now here's Fultz. Not a lot of room. It's good.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Hardaway kicks to Barea. Here's Cowboy. Woo! It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Cowboys got 14 points for the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pass to Birch.
Oh, I thought for sure.
The feed to Fournier. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And I like the size that Fournier has as a shooting guard. Actually, great size. I mean, he's more than ready to take advantage of that when the opportunity presents itself.
Now, here's Fultz, guarded by Barea. Lets it go from 11. Fultz, no good.
I don't think I have it.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Cowboy. And that one, no question, powered it down.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard.
86 ball control.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Passes it to Porzingis. Here's Cowboy. He's guarded by Fournier. Bucket is good. 18 points for him.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Once this is with no bad.
Inside, here's Gordon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Magic lead by 3.
Gordon is one of those guys who loves physical contact. He's really skilled at finishing over difficult defense.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we
not
reach halftime.
Numbers-wise, but
Magic
just
lead
in
by
what
1.
it can do.
And a chance now to send it over to David
How
Aldridge,
it plays
standing by
against the
courtside.
MPC.
David.
Defense is just, like I said,
Thanks,
if you're not
Kevin.
locked
Alongside
down,
Aaron
defense
Gordon.
sucks.
Aaron, you guys came
What
out
build
and
you
played
got.
extremely well.
So,
what was the
but
mindset in the
offensively,
first half?
it's just a damn juggernaut.
We just try to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back.
You know you're doing something right if you're second in the NBA for field goal percentage and you're fucking busting 3.
Look at Cowboy in this game. He's been...
That's dangerous. That's Steph Curry type dangerous.
A different look for Dallas. Hardaway's checked in for Dwight Powell. Cowboy comes in for Luka Doncic. And Barea subbed in for Wright. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Ken Burge comes in for Gordon. Al Farouk Aminu, he's checked in for Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Evan Fournier. Porzingis is out there with Jackson. And it's Cowboy. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Barea in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Fultz, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Not surprised.
By the way, that's why I love Kevin Love's jump shot,
scoring
because I rarely bunches. I don't know why, I just don't have the time. But I still make a lot of my shots.
Defense is right there. Great positioning.
It's a really good jump shot if you're not a
Bamba's
great
got
shooter.
crazy length and impressive height, obviously, at north of 7 feet. Helps him on that offensive board, but his tenacity, a big part of that, too.
Barea with a wide-open look. Another 3 for Dallas.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Augustine. That shot, no good. Good D by Hardaway. Dallas leading by 10.
Boy, you look at how tall Porzingis is. He's 7'3", and you add in his skill level, that's a unique combination. No wonder they call him the unicorn. He is unique.
Fultz, the pass to Augustine. To the wing right side. Bamba kicks to Augustine. Latrey. It's rebounded by Dallas. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Clark, the advantage of height, well known in basketball, but some have wondered if Porzingis is almost too tall.
Well, you know, there's a concern because he's had a significant injury early in his career, and his frame is really long, which makes you a little more susceptible to injuries. But I think KP has worked diligently to add strength and improve his body. Only time will tell if he's able to stand up to a long, productive NBA career.
Augustine, no luck.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Hardaway has got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs. Augustine with it, out guarded by Porzingis. Here's Augustine. He has 6. to Aminu. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Cowboy, and he drops it in from the low post. Cowboy's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Clark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it.
Last one we saw was Dave Cowens back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago, man.
With the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Kem Birch. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Augustine. Here's Bamba, connects on the 9-footer. Bamba's got 6.
Well, he's a very effective scorer from there. Bamba's excellent at using his size to his advantage.
Jackson finds Barea. Down low, here's Cowboy. Dallas moving the ball around. Barea against Gordon, and it's blocked by Gordon.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
Back to Fournier, and that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That'll be his second foul of the game. The pass to Fultz. Here's Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Bamba. From deep.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end. Does a nice job staying in position and contesting and challenging the shot without fouling.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now Fultz, 18 points for him. Right side, Gordon. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 11 points in the game.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Aminu in at the 3 spot. From about 16, Fournier's shot is off.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Hot pass to Porzingis. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Mavericks?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
From the wing, Hardaway trying to free himself up. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
To the wing on the left. Aminu, no one around him. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the middle, Hardaway. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Passes to Bamba. Looking to get back on track here. He's off on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Cowboy, and he jams it with authority.
Excellent court awareness from the big man there. Porzingis proven to be a reliable passer.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Fournier. Clark, it feels like we're seeing more and more of this, but bench celebrations and reactions at both college and pro levels.
Yeah, you know what, Kevin? I think it's an outgrowth of the social media platform.
You're right. I agree.
I think there's no question, because anything that can be done that's creative and fun is going to find a life on social media and maybe go viral. And guys know that. They're aware. I mean, this generation has grown up with social media, so they understand that they could be seen beyond just the arena if they do something pretty clever.
And you and I are sitting over here watching it. We're laughing as much as anybody else, aren't we?
Oh, I'm not denying that it's fun. I love seeing it, actually, but on occasion it does get a little carried away.
Fultz, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Clark, here's kind of an interesting perspective question for you. How much of making it to the NBA is talent? How much of it is the work you put into it?
Kevin, if I were to give this a ratio, I would probably say 65% talent, 35% work ethic,
Wow.
because you have to have a level of unique giftedness to be an NBA player. Many can work really hard and not be NBA caliber. So I think there's, I tilt that 65-35 talent to work ethic.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Justin Jackson. Luka Doncic comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Wright in for J.J. Barea. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw. The last couple of years, Clark, we've seen a couple of Hall of Fame level players go on these farewell tours on their final year in the NBA. What a great way for fans of opposing teams to honor these terrific stars.
You know, I was a little bit mixed on how I felt about the farewell tours, but these two were handled so beautifully, and there have been others that have been handled great. It gives the fans an opportunity to express their feelings for some of the greats in the game, and that's heartwarming for all of us, I think.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about the way Kobe and Wade were terrific in their tour. No good from Cowboy.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Now, here's Isaac. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Kicks it to Fultz. Orlando moving the ball around. Now, here's Bamba. He's guarded closely. Count that one. Bamba's got 7 points for the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And looking at the trajectory of the season, this is the first of 2 meetings on the year. So this will be a solid win to go up 1-0 in the season series here against the Magic.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Porzingis.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis. Maurice checked in for Jackson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. And a switcher also for Orlando. Evan Fournier's checked in for Mohamed Bamba.
Boy, it's so good to see how under control Fultz is. I mean, even when the defense is trying to rattle him, shake him up, distract him, it doesn't bother that sweet jumper.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. 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 2 at the free th
2 shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good. And he can't hit the second. On offense, here are the Magic. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Bamba passes to Carter Williams. Back to Bamba. Murray against Frazier. Dishes it to Bamba. Over Murray. Bamba's shot is off. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was...
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark,
Hi.
this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA.
Oh, these games are just ass.
So long and good night, everyone.
Jesus Christ.
Looking good out there. Hey, let me get a picture. Hey, high five. Come on. Good job, guys. Come on. Hey, man. Hey, man. Hey.
Spirits are high. That's that whole cutscene too. It's just some dude like, hey man, hey man. All right, like whatever. Hey man. All right, what did we get? We still didn't get our level up yet. That sucks. 83%. So that means next game. I got another badge here. Let's go with Acrobat. I need that. I guess that's a big part of the problem is I don't have Clamps or Intimidator yet, so I'm getting lit up because of those two. Once you get those, even just on Bronze, like it changes up your whole, it gives you a whole nother level of defense, so. Almost got Clamps, I'll do that one first, but. And then I don't even know what I can, yeah, see my steal can go up a little bit. My passing seems fine, I'm not really having problems with that. Although I should get that close shot up because, like I said, once that hits 80, I'll make a lot more of those contested ones. So, yeah. The Knicks.
Let's go. Legends sing.
I guess it's actually kind of cool that 2K is actually doing these little series, like actually covering the YouTubers that have been covering their game.
It's your boy Sin, featured on 2K TV.
Person with the most wins in the playground.
Poor boy Sin.
I mean, I don't care, but like, I guess it's cool that they're doing that.
This is Hank in the Hornet.
Give them a chance to shine. You know,
The official home of your Dallas Mavericks.
Get hip or get stung.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight. And with tip-off. David, thanks for that report. You're right. Not that many top players stay all 4 years.
You know, Draymond Green and Jimmy Butler come to mind. I could see Che having that kind of...
How am I not a starter?
Players vying for larger...
72 overall. I mean, damn. Like, even a 72 overall. Look at his stats compared to mine. Like, he's not that
and more minutes, and Doris, always interesting to see how all of that materializes.
Yeah, Kev, I think unless you have a veteran team who's maybe been in the playoffs and established themselves, there's nothing set in stone yet. Obviously, guys are looking to prove themselves from the very moment that ball is tipped up in the air. And who gets a rhythm early? Who starts off strong? Let's see.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Great activity there from Barrett. When he ups his intensity on defense, he's a difference maker.
Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And in their history, the Dallas Mavericks have never moved up in the draft, and they needed to do so this summer to keep their pick.
Well, you think about it, Greg, they went into it with a little over a 26% chance to move up into the top 4. That did not happen. The Hawks collecting that 10th pick from the Luka Doncic trade.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jackson comes in for Hardaway. Gibson passes to Portis. No good with the triple. Dallas leading by 5. To the paint, here's Cowboy. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The pass to Knox. Knocked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Gibson. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Cowboy. He's coming off a 31-point game against Orlando.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Here's Knox. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And now just a 3-point Dallas lead. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Now Doncic. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Doncic has got his second bucket of the night. Trier passes to Portis. Back to Trier.
Oh, come on, come on.
You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Knox. And that one is hammered home.
How about the athleticism of young Mr. Knox? Get up, sir.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, you saw how dialed up they were from distance. The defense just couldn't get out to everyone.
And that explains their three-point percentage, Greg. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Wright comes in for Doncic.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Wright, how he performed last season. Put up 8 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Here's Knox, and he goes in for the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. No good from Cowboy.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
I can't even stay on it.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Pass to Powell to end the run, and it's good on the way in.
How about the skills of Dwight Powell down low? Hard for the defense to match up with his length.
New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Trier. Plays it up and banks it in. Trier's got 6.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Shoots. That shot off the mark. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Cowboy. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Cowboy's got it all tied up
like
now
30
for the
seconds.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Dotson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 3-on-3. Jackson has the open look. And a miss there on the triple. 1:30 left in the first quarter. The 15th pick back in 2017, Justin Jackson, Doris, won a championship, as you know, in North Carolina.
Yeah, Kevin, he spent his first season and a half in Sacramento. Now he gets a new opportunity. Sometimes it's that next stop where young players really find success.
Cowboy passes to Powell. Passes it to Cowboy. Right outside. Clock at 4. Here's Cowboy. Good on the triple. He's got 10.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Trier passes to Portis. Here's Trier. Back to Portis. The rebound by Marjanovic.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Trier.
Get it.
Powell pulls it in.
Oh, that's a 3. That's a 3.
For 3.
Oh,
no
my
good.
God. Come on.
Here's Dotson. Here's Knox.
I don't know
and the last second attempt does not go in for him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
The release is good. My feet are planted. I'm wide open. Like, what the fuck did I do wrong? This isn't real life. It's a video game. Things aren't supposed to go wrong just out of the blue for no reason. Like, what the hell?
Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
Oh, the game is just picking on.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
We've got Murray. DeJuan Wright is out there with Cowboy. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Jackson in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Great chemistry between two teammates. Love the passing.
And Cowboy is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. And a switch here also for New York.
You know what? I wonder if we've won too many in a row. Because when you've won too many in a row, like it'll literally try and make you lose one. Like you can tell, like everything gets boosted.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And then for New York, Julius Randle's checked in for Portis. Damian Dotson comes in for Kevin Knox. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Trier.
Where they come after me every time. There's no passing. As soon as my guy has the ball.
Here's Ntilikina. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. That one wide left.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's bring it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Ntilikina can't hit. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Fires the 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's scores Ntilikina. Doncic comes with the double team. Ntilikina passes to Gibson. Here's Dotson. Misses off the right iron.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And now, in his second year coaching the Knicks, David Fizdale putting more of a stamp on this team, changing the mindset of the franchise.
Well, the New York Knicks hired David Fizdale to steer the ship with a group of young players. And I want you to think back to where he earned his stripes. That was with the LeBron James and Dwayne Wade championship Miami teams. So he knows culture and he knows winning.
Basket good. Porzingis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Here's Ntilikina. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Ntilikina passes to Gibson. Pass to Ntilikina. Nails the baby hook. Ntilikina's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their sprint.
Doncic, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Man, he's having quite
it's not fair.
Converting at a really high percentage.
Dallas calls timeout.
In the game,
and as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. With some Gatorade, that's key to staying fresh.
I actually have higher interior stats.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Jackson, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
Get off me.
And the Knicks making a change here as well. Knox is checked in. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
And it's Randall, top of the key.
So bad.
We've got 1:13 left now here in the second. Here's Knox, guarded by Jackson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, you look at the length of Knox, Doris, his arm span, his frame. He can be a handful.
No doubt. Kevin Knox is able, because of that frame you talked about, to shrug off contact and muscle through most players. His reach allows him to be disruptive on the defensive end. So in terms of the physical metrics, you love what this guy brings to the table.
First one falls for him.
And Kevin Knox, yet another player out of the University of Kentucky. We've seen so many enter the NBA from that program. What they love about Kevin Knox is his ability to score at all 3 levels.
Dallas making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Portis, he's checked in for Julius Randle. And with Knox, the Knicks kept feeding him minutes, Doris, allowing him to learn on the fly.
Yes, because of the circumstance with his team, he got a lot of the offense running through him as the season progressed. And for Kevin Knox, he had ample room to grow and make mistakes, and that's critical to his development.
Outside Portis. Second shot opportunity. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, way too much standing around in this quarter. They should look to get it inside for more high percentage chances.
The Knicks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And New York making a change here. Trier's checked in.
Well, you think back to last season for the New York Knicks, worst team in the league. They could muster only 17 wins. But let's be frank here. This is an organization who knew the rebuild would be a process.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic comes with the double team. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's Cowboy. 16 points for him. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agreed, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space. And again, New York turns it over. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We'll get getting ready for Dallas. Jackson, he's checked in for Porzingis. Murray comes in for Hardaway. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for Doncic. And Cowboys subbed in for J.J. Barea. Murray finds Wright. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Murray surveying the D. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Dotson's got 5 rebounds tonight. And New York, looking at who they've got. We've got Trier. Knox out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Dotson in at the shooting guard position. Clock at 6. Deep 2 from Trier. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Murray kicks to Wright. There's the pass to Cowboy. Hits it from 3-point range. Cowboys got 21 in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Knox, the pass to Gibson. Poked away. Murray outside. The 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Trier passes to Knox. Out to the right wing. Will it go? Dishes it to Gibson. Just 5 to shoot. A 3 ball. That shot misses. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip.
Why'd you switch?
There's Trier with the 3. And Wright pulls it down. And it's Wright with the ball for Dallas. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Knox, the pass to Gibson. Chalk up 2 there. Gibson's got 9.
I like to see Kevin Knox share the basketball because what it shows is an improving awareness in finding his teammates. That's how people want to play with you.
Cowboy passes to Wright. Inside. It's rebounded by New York.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Dotson can't hit. Doris, if I were to ask you right now in the league who has the most unstoppable shot, who would you tell me?
You know what? what's interesting, Kevin, is I wonder if in the long view of history, James Harden's step-back three will become sort of an identifiable shot with him, the way the sky hook was with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, yes,
right?
yes.
Like, you wonder, does that become a signature play for James? It certainly is something that's darn near impossible to stop right now. What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Boy, you consider the Dallas Mavericks last season missing the playoffs for the third straight year. That ties their second longest playoff drought in franchise history. You've got to believe this is a group that's highly motivated.
Zinkas, he's checked in for Dallas. And then for New York, Barrett comes in for Damian Dotson. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Alonzo Trier.
Showing improvement in that aspect of his game. Barrett wants to get better firing off the catch.
Cowboy passes to Kleba. Right wing. The shot from 20 feet away. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. And the Mavericks, a proud franchise. Doris looking to get back into the playoffs this season.
No doubt, Kevin. They have reloaded with young star talent. Kristaps Porzingis already an all-star. Luka Doncic, the rookie of the year. I think this is a group ready to make some noise.
1:09 left in the third. Feeds it to Jackson. He can't get it to go. The Knicks go the other way with it. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And Barrett slams it in.
And this is Barrett at his best. Looking for a shot, being active on offense. Love it.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Okay.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both.
Guys, when you consider the New York Knicks roster, there is some talent amongst their young players. More than a handful of their guys in their first 3 years in the league. Kevin Knox, Mr. Robinson, and Mr. Dotson all could be factors for them in the future.
Here's Cowboy. Dallas, no good that time either. Knicks trail by 21. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
So Kevin Knox, the 9th pick back in the 2018 draft. What an outstanding year he had at Kentucky before deciding to come to the NBA.
Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Mavericks leading by 20. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The shot's good from Cowboy.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Here's Ntilikina. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. Ntilikina's got 4 points this quarter.
Ntilikina's reach and athleticism is absolutely a factor inside. He can score it in there, make no mistake.
And the basket by Jackson. And so it's Dallas, cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. Jackson is out there with Porzingis, and it's Cowboy in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
Ntilikina passes to Gibson, and it's good for 2. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions here?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Ntilikina kicks to Barrett. Off target with his 3. The Mavericks have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And yes, it's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Here's Ntilikina. Back to Portis. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, the more experience Frank Ntilikina gets, the better he looks. What a pretty pass.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Barrett, no good. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Ntilikina looking it over. A lot of people look at that general manager position with the team. I think it grows with some organization, maybe shrinks in importance with others. But by and large, it is more stable than coaching, isn't it? That position of being a GM.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, if you were to ask coaches, one of the things I've heard sort of thrown out there as an idea is when you list the head coach's record, why not list the GM's record as well? Because the reality is success in the NBA is contingent on so many things. What's your ownership like? What kind of front office personnel? Have they made great decisions? Do you have the best possible coaching comparative to the talent on your roster? So much contributes to winning, Kevin.
The shot, no good.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Cowboy is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Checked in for Jalen Brunson. And then for New York, Robinson's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Damian Dotson comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Ntilikina in for Dennis Smith. Morris against Murray. Wants to get it to Powell and does. Right side Curry. Shot from 16. And that's good for 2.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Ntilikina, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Listen, it can be hard to stop Frank Ntilikina with his speed. When you get physical with him, he stays under control.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. The Knicks also changing it up. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Morris. And Smith subbed in for Damian Dotson.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Cowboy.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Marjanovic finds Curry. Here's Cowboy.
Okay.
And the first one drops.
Well, you think the ownership style of the Mavericks, something the league had to adjust to. Very active, very outspoken. Sometimes I think that rubbed people the wrong way. But now you get the sense it's almost the new normal.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Ntilikina. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Murray kicks to Marjanovic. Dallas moving the ball around.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
40-point double-double with no back.
With the ball.
Yeah, I'd say the Bills all right.
No problem for Dallas as they get the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I mean, yeah, you can't tell me they haven't nerfed that shit. Damn it, I got a whole nother game to go before I finally get caught. Jesus Christ. Like, the gains have been nerfed so much. You can tell. We're back to, like, the way they were when we first got this. This is horrible. And that was a full 12-minute game. And that's what I got.
Hey, Shaq here. From one playmaker to another, I have to ask.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
You're a video game fan.
Hey, Jay, I got a media request for you, radio.
Okay.
Oh, I hate this shit. After every game, like 10 minutes of interviews.
You know, I just want to do whatever.
So, what's been the most surprising thing?
Just how much I was able to.
Yep.
Good stuff, Che. What?
Big game tonight, Che.
Oh my God.
Grabbing the first double-double.
It's cool.
They
I mean,
just
I'm more
keep
focused.
coming. It's not advertising.
I mean, normal.
It's just questions. They
I don't
just
know.
ask you questions.
Could be, but
Thanks, Che. That's it from me.
anyone else?
No, good.
Come on, man. Like, dude, I hate your whole family. Like, come on.
Jay, get in here.
Oh shit. Oh, I think we're going.
Consider it done. Great choice, by the way.
Hey, I appreciate you, man.
I'll let you know when it's time to take the next.
I just probably check to see what shoes I'm wearing so I don't get in trouble. No, wait, that's. Dude, what the hell? Okay. Well,
How's he
I
liking
think
the
we might have
suit?
skipped
Oh,
forward a little bit, but all
Loving
right.
a lot more now that he's gotten off the. So I want you to meet Don, the rep.
Big fan of yours,
rep
Jay.
from
It's really
Jordan.
great to meet you.
Are they gonna give me anything? I mean, I had some good. I've already had like 40-point doubles. Like, they should give me a decent contract. Oh, they gave me a bare bones fucking contract, man. I'm gonna ask for a lot. Think they'll give it to me? How about, I don't want your store discount, man. I'm not buying your shit. How about 1 incentive and we'll go 23.50. Try that.
Pretty painless, huh?
For you, maybe, but I gotta.
Oh yeah, I was gonna look at my shoes. I need to check the shoes. Make sure I'm not wearing the wrong, because you get in trouble for wearing the wrong shit. It's crazy. With all the shoes they put in this game, like why they would be like, you can only wear this type. The hell? So we went with Jordan, right? What am I wearing right now? See, these are Adidas. Those are Hardens. I need Jordans. Those are Jordans. Those are kind of ugly as sin. Be honest with you. Those are Jordans. Those are the ones I usually run. Yeah, I like those. Because I need lines on my shoes, because I use my shoes to know, like, which direction to turn and all that kind of stuff when I'm dribbling past people. I don't watch the ball, I actually watch my feet. Oh yeah, and we got to level up too. Look at that. We'll go out with a bang. Man, I'm not getting any steals. Like, literally none. So, you know... Like, I need some steal power. Because that's my defense. My defense is to steal the ball. So, like, I cannot let them get inside. I need clamps, and I need to be able to steal the ball. Like, that's kind of it. I really want that close shot, but that's alright. That's alright. Oh, it's so close. It's so close, man. Give me clamps. Okay. Well, I think that's going to do it for me for now, guys. I'm pooped. I've been playing way too much. So, but I'll watch this video, and if it gets some clicks and people seem to like the build, then maybe I'll start doing a stream actually leveling up this build. I've been looking for a reason. I spent so much money on this game. I've been looking for a reason to actually play it because, I mean, well, we all know. But I don't know, if I can find a build that people like and catches some interest in actually leveling it up, then maybe we'll go for it. But y'all let me know. Put your comments down the bottom. Please hit that like, hit that sub. Y'all know how it works. Sandman out.